So very good evening everyone. Vinay, Ankita, Dharmendra, Badal, Bandana. Let's share with others. Let's others also join. Let me also share with others this link so they can join. The class will start, just going to start. So once more, very good evening everyone. Bandana Raghav, Gungun, Rohit, Vinay Bharadwaj, Murthy Sharma, Usha Yadav, Nishant, Goyal. Okay, thank you so much Nishant for joining. And thank you so much Murthy for joining. Let's start the day everyone. So see on screen what is given. Welcome back learners. If you are with pen and notebook, share in the comment box. Very good evening Suraj sir. Thanks for joining. If you are sitting with pen and notebook, please share in comment box. Okay. Then let's start everyone. So today we have day 11, which is our 30 days series. Today we have day 11 where we are going to complete two parts. So let me make you clear that day 11 and day 12 is all about shadowing technique. So from last 3 days we are talking about speaking practice, spoken one. And now if we talk about speaking practice, there one of the technique comes which is shadowing technique. We'll talk about today's shadowing technique, do's and don'ts, and how can we enhance our pronunciation, articulation, enunciation. As you must have seen, title of the today's live class is also different, improve pronunciation and intonation. And apart from that, we will also talk about translation, some rules of translations. Let's start the day then without delaying. So there's the day is all about shadowing technique. This is theme of the day. So what are we going to talk about today? That as it is mentioned on screen, shadowing is an effective language learning technique where you listen to and repeat short audios or video clips from native speakers. By immersing yourself in authentic speech, you can improve your pronunciation, intonation, and overall fluency. So let me make you clear what is shadowing. That shadowing techniques, what do we do? That we have to find any speaker that could be in the form of audio or video. We copy that person after listening. यानी कि हम क्या करेंगे, किसी भी एक नेटिव स्पीकर की एक वीडियो को लिया यूट्यूब से या किसी अदर प्लेटफॉर्म से, दैट कुड बी लॉन्ग वीडियो, शॉर्ट वीडियो. We have to listen that speaker very carefully, and after listening we have to mimic that person, means we need to speak like that person. That is called shadowing technique. Yes. And where what this shadowing technique is helping us, this shadowing technique help us a lot in pronunciation, especially pronunciation, enunciation, articulations, and your intonations. And when you are mastered in these all things, overall these things are impacting and making you better in your fluency. So that we are going to talk about shadowing technique today. Okay, let's move to the next part. So we are going to, let's have a discussion for improve pronunciation intonation. So if you are doing this shadowing technique, This technique help you to basically be master in all these three things, which requires to be fluent speakers. There out of that are many things. These three things are very important. One of them is pronunciation, second is intonation, third is fluency. What is the meaning? Let's understand. If we talk about the meaning of pronunciation, we need to focus on accurate articulation of individual sounds and words. Let's say I'm listening any video from, or I'm watching any video or listening any audio from Oxford University, which you know already very famous for English, from YouTube. Then I have to focus on a speaker very clearly, how that person is articulating, means how the person is changing the shape of mouth. I have to focus on sound. If requires, I can make note also that person is speaking like this, the person is speaking like this. Let's say generally people say water, but when I listen that the good speakers they say water. So I will write in my copy in Hindi water, wo that not ba se badak, wa se one, that wa I will write water, and that water will make me clear that next time I am also going to speak water, not butter. Yes. Now, intonation, that we need to pay attention to the rhythm of the person, when person is increasing the voice level, when person is decreasing the voice level, and the person might be changing the theme of the voice as well. The person is also stressing a particular word or particular sentence or particular sounds. So that means I need to focus on a person intonation when I am going to follow shadow technique. Fluency, develop natural flowing speech through repetition and practice. See, if you are thinking that you are following any speakers, I can become fluent that like that person, you will never become. You can learn the dialogues, you can learn the content, you can speak, but that you will speak only particular time, that much you have learned. But you need to make your speaking natural flow needs to come there, that once you start speaking you don't need to think about anything, that when audience are listening they should think that automatically words are coming, and that will come people only from repetition and only from practice. इसके अलावा इसका कोई भी उपाय नहीं है, till or until you will not repeat or you will not keep moving for practice, your own naturality will not come in terms of speaking. Yeah. Now let's see what are the benefits of shadowing, as we are talking about shadowing technique. So there are the three benefits which I am keeping on screen. It helps you to improve your listening, increase confidence and faster learning. Let's talk about what is listening, what how this help us to improving your listening. So shadowing traits, it help your ear to distinct sounds and pattern in the target language. Whenever we are listening any audio and video, first we while having continuously practice, we get command by that speaker, how that speaker is pronouncing sound articles, that sound sorry, especially sound vowel sounds, consonant sound, how the speaker is specifying e sounds, a sound, s sound, ss sound. That is going to make me better comparison to others. Hmm. Repeating native speech boosts your speaking abilities and self assurance. Right now, I can see 16 people are visible. You all 16, whenever you speak, you might also try to copy paste sometime your favorite speakers. I hope you all know our favorite speakers. So, whoever is your favorite speaker, you all must have noticed that sometimes you also copy like that speakers. You try to mimic like that speaker. You try to repeat that speaker, and this thing is going to make or increase your confidence. I remember that when I have started learning English, then I very rarely I have gone through from internet to that correct my pronunciation. I have taken the help of my sir, who was Mr. Amit Tomar. Whenever I used to listen to him that he is speaking this word like this, I am speaking like this, then whatever the barrier or that gap was there, I used to try to remove it and then try to copy like sir at home. And later on, I found that whenever I am speaking in the class, then sometime I am speaking wrong, then sir also correct, and sometime he used to say, "Okay, Niketan, you are working. That keep working. One day will come, you will be better in that." Yes. Least and last, which is all about fasting learning. Consistent shadowing can accelerate your language acquisitions process. So that's truth. If you are having shadowing technique by the help of mirror, by the help of video, by the help of audio, that is going to improve your growth of the learning. You will be faster in this language, and there would be the more chance to get success quickly. Got it? Now let's understand one more thing, that how can we select appropriate audio video clip. Yes. Again, when I go on Google and when I go on YouTube, I am searching some audio, or let's say some videos for practicing. There are many types of videos are giving. How to specify which video is good for me for practicing and for copying or mimicry, doing mimicry like that speaker. So these are the four things which can help you to do that. Let's get to know what are those four things. First one is difficulty level. You have to choose that clip that match your current language of proficiency. If you think your level is basic and you are trying to copy advanced level speakers, you cannot. You will face many problems. But if you know your level is intermediate, then let try to copy that speaker only which is intermediate level. By the way, we are very lucky if you do use these words basic, intermediate, advanced. With these words only, if you keep on YouTube that let's say shadow technique practice for basic level speakers. There are many videos, audios will come which can be helpful for you. Next is topic interest. Select clip on subject you find engaging to stay motivated. If you have interest in sports, then it would be better if you listen anyone who is talking about sports. So you have interest, you have knowledge, you can be stay motivated and you can keep speaking on that topic. But if your interest is about food and we have given you topic about clothes and study, you might feel bored. So keep in the mind your interest as well. Adding to it, let be sure about clip length. Whatever you are going to record it or whatever you are going to make it, you are going to follow it. That see the shortness of that video, manageable segments to build your skill. It should not happen you start copying the video which is for 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. How will you remember this much data? This is the concept. So start from small data that could be 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. If it is 1 minute in starting also, there is no problem. Later on, after spending some time, the time will increase, but it will take some time. Least but not last, which is all about availability. It would be better if you look for freely accessible online resource or textbook audio. Do not spend your money for these that shadowing technique. Try to ensure to use free one, which can helpful for you. Are we clear till here, everyone? Are we clear till here? Should I move further or do you have any question? Should I move further or do you have any question? Okay. Let's come then quickly. Listening intently to native speakers, there is also concern that whenever we are listening speakers, we need to keep some things in our mind, because when we move for native speakers, sometimes we also keep in the mind that I don't understand, I'm not getting it, why to listen it. Because if you recall, when you started watching English movies, English videos, there's no compulsion that you always understand all the videos. Yes, but one more thing also matters, that there is no guarantee that we find interest in that video. Because I remember in starting it used to happen with me, I just like color of the video, picture of the video, tuning of the video, but speaker what they are saying I was unable to understand. So these three elements can help you whenever you are listening intently to native speakers. Yes, focus, concentrate on every word, sound, and nuance in the speech. Once after you are focusing on everything, every sound, word, and every specific syllable in the speech, try to analyze. Identify the distinctive features of the native speaker's pronunciation. See that person, how that person is pronouncing word. Yes, is this person following some different pattern, or the person is moving for that same which you are speaking? Very good evening, Mayank and Jitin. Strive to mirror the speaker's pace, rhythm, and intonations. So whatever the voice level speaker is trying to speak, if speaker is speaking very simple, try to speak with the like same manner of a speaker. But if a speaker is trying to speak it without taking any gap and all, then you need to speak like the speaker. So that you need to say how your speaker is speaking. If your speaker is speaking in flow, you follow your speakers. Try to mirrors, like strive the mirror with that speaker. Keep copying that speaker by the help of mirror, by the help of mobile phone, laptop, and all, whatever is convenient for you. Because we are moving, we are here for practice. Yes, and definitely for that mirror practice, we require efforts from our pocket. And focusing on word pronunciation. So whenever you are listening a speaker sounds, pay attention to individual sound, how they are produced. You must have seen native speakers, even their A sound is different from us, their E sound is different from us, their S sound is different from us. We need to focus on that each and specific sound. If you really want to be master in pronunciation, आपको एक एक sound पर focus करना पड़ेगा कि वो एक एक individual sounds को कैसे produce कर रहा है. Copy that, learn it, then try to apply in your speaking. Articulation. What is the meaning of articulation? Observe the placement of movement of the lip, tongue, and jaw. If you see right now my mouth also, that maybe I am making shapes, different shapes of mouth as per comparison to you. Whenever I speak any word or you speak word, you must have noticed that tongue position is different. Let's say theater, 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 poem, poem, onion pizza, onion pizza. So when I'm speaking these words, it means my positions of my, that movement of my lips is getting changed, position of tongue is getting changed, inside, outside, jaws as well. That shows my articulation. Least but not last, which is all about rhythm. Notice the timing and flow of the words and syllable. Let's say the person might not, one person is like this, who is speaking, while speaking the person is saying, I am Niketan from Aligarh, study in that college, preparing for banking. So it means the person is taking pauses, but the person is letting us to know that he or she is taking pauses, which ask us to have a doubt that person is not confident. But if we talk about that confident speakers, they also take pauses, but nobody will get to know when they are taking pauses. Like right now, I am also taking pauses, but you will not find these e sounds are coming from me. So we have to focus while following native speakers, sounds, articulation, rhythms. Yes. Now let's understand mirroring intonation and rhythms. How we can do that while in mirror we are doing this. First is listen. Carefully observe the speaker's vocal patterns and inflections, how the person is vocalizing the sounds, how the person is giving that kind of attractive voice or hypnotic situations by that audience are trying to learn that person again and again. Repeat, synchronize your voice to match the intonation and rhythm. Try to speak like that person so you can match your voice and words intonation with that speaker. Refine. Adjust your delivery until it closely resembles the native speakers. Okay, so try to keep practicing that till or until you don't find that you are not speaking like native speakers, but you really require practice over on it. Identify and correcting errors, very important thing, like which errors I need to find when I'm having that mirror practice. Yes. First one is mispronounced word. You need to find mispronounced words of yours. Recognize where your pronunciation differ from the native speakers. Incorrect intonation. Identify instances where pitch, stress और melody does not match. इसके साथ साथ आपको मिसप्रोनाउंस वर्ड्स के साथ आपको इंटोनेशन भी देखना है कि कहाँ आपकी पिच आपकी वॉइस से मैच नहीं कर पा रही है. कहीं आपने थोड़ा तेज बोल दिया, कहीं आपने धीरे बोल दिया. That you also need to remember it. Yes. Leading that adding to it unnatural rhythms. Notice if the flow and timing of your speech is not fluid. There you have to check, then it should not happen. You are taking pauses, the time is 2 o'clock but 2:30 has been done, you have not started yet and all. You've forgotten that accessory whichever you required. I know it is a small activity, but still that help us to know about your time management skills. Yes, so you can follow these all 3 points. Practice consistently for improvement. These are the 3 points which can help you to move for practice. You all can follow them. Yes. What are these? First one is daily practice. Set aside time each day to shadow audio or video clips. आपको डेली टाइम निकाल के रखना है. मैं आपको 3 दिन से बता रहा हूँ दैट यू कैन टेक फॉर 5 मिनट्स, 2 मिनट्स, 3 मिनट्स, 10 मिनट्स. शेडो प्रैक्टिस आपको हर हाल में करनी है. इफ यू हैव अलमीरा, अलमीरा है घर पर, ड्रेसिंग टेबल है, यू स्टैंड फ्रंट ऑफ मिरर, डू देयर इन द नाइट, मॉर्निंग, नून, इवनिंग, इट्स अप टू यू. और इफ यू डोंट हैव अलमीरा, then use your mobile phone camera, record yourself from front camera, back camera, then watch it, then find that error. Incremental process. Regularly monitor your development in pronunciation and intonation. While speaking and while practicing, you have to keep checking that am I really increasing my errors, decreasing my errors? What is my actually progress? Let's say yesterday I have spoken first day, so I was able to speak for 1 minute only. In 1 minute, I found 5 errors from myself. Tomorrow, am I going to speak again 1 minute? Tomorrow it should be 1 minute 5 seconds. But errors should be not 10 errors are 20 also, no problem. But out of those 10 errors, how many errors I'm repeating, that matters. So that is why you have to keep checking your progress as well. Least but not last, which is all about continuous improvement. Stay motivated and persistent. Steadily enhance your language ability. आपको कभी कभार लगेगा कि इट्स वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम, 5 दिन हो गए, 7 दिन हो गए, अभी तो कुछ इंप्रूवमेंट दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है. इट इज लैंग्वेज, या इट्स नॉट सब्जेक्ट माई पीपल, इट टेक्स टाइम. इस कंडीशन में क्या करना है? जस्ट यू नीड टू रिमेंबर वन थिंग, आई एम मोटिवेटेड टुवर्ड्स फॉर माई प्रैक्टिस. कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग wherever you are getting opportunity for speaking English. Okay, so next first part is over from me. I hope you are able to learn something till here. I hope you are able to learn something till here. Thank you so much, Jitin, for joining. Yeah, it happens with me. Good evening, Prashant. Where are others? People are very less today. Okay. Jenny, please have personal talk with Ankita if she's your friend or you know each others. Don't have talk here who is lady and who is gents. Ankita, please talk to your friend personally. Yes, don't have chats here about this. I know she's your friend. Okay, let's talk about the next part, everyone. So that was about that shadow mirror practicing part we have done. One more part we can talk about biggest problem which everybody face. Yeah, especially I don't know about you, but I face that as being a student of UP board, टेंस भी आते हैं, डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट भी आते हैं, एडजेक्टिव 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 एड पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच सब कुछ आता है. बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ ट्रांसलेशन पता नहीं रूल कहाँ चले जाते हैं. इट यूज टू हैपन विथ मी व्हेन आई वाज इन दैट व्हेन आई वाज अ न्यू लर्नर, व्हेन आई वाज लर्निंग दैट इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग. इट वाज वेरी वेरी डेंजरस फॉर मी दैट दो तीन टेंस ही दिमाग में रहते थे. प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट, प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूअस, फ्यूचर इंडेफिनिट, डन, ग्रामर खत्म. डायरेक्ट एंड डायरेक्ट को तो कभी भी मैं यूज ही नहीं कर पाता था. यस, लाइक वाइल स्पीकिंग, एक्टिव वॉइस, पैसिव वॉइस कभी. मैं आई एम नॉट सेइंग आई डोंट नो, आता तो था, बट दिक्कत ये थी कि हाउ टू ट्रांसलेट एंड ऑल. सो आई यूज टू फेस अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम फॉर दैट translation. So today I have tried to keep some professional way which can help us to fix it. Maybe these can help you. As I'm mentioning here, effectively translating between Hindi and English requires an understanding of key linguistic difference and translation techniques. Yes. अगर आपको ट्रांसलेशन में अच्छा बनना है तो उसको एक ही रिक्वायरमेंट है कि आपके पास थोड़ी सी ट्रांसलेशन टेक्निक्स की, लैंग्वेज की कीज की थोड़ी सी अच्छी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए. This presentation means this class we will explore fundamental rules of strategy, accurate and natural sounding translation. आज हम बात करेंगे इसमें कि जो फंडामेंटल रूल्स होते हैं वो कौन कौन से हैं ट्रांसलेशन के, उसके साथ साथ आपके जो नेचुरल साउंडिंग ट्रांसलेशन है, यानी कि दो वी हैव टाइप्स ऑफ ट्रांसलेशन which we are going to get it today. While the speaking, I also forgot the rule. Yeah, Suraj, same used to happen with me. Let's understand then introduction to translation. So we can get to know first importance of translation. That's truth, everybody knows. It helps us to enables communication and understanding between speakers of different languages. If you have a good knowledge about translation, you can easily translate present, past, future, any situations, simple to complex, complex to simple. It is going to create a good understanding between speakers and the language. You will not face any problem. We have also types of translation people: written translations, oral translation, multimedia translation, or various purpose. Written translation, let's say you have tried in school time, Hindi से English में translate करिए, English से Hindi में translate करिए. That is somehow correct. But right now I am speaking in English and you all are listening to me, who whatever the number is there, 8, 17, 18 people are there. You are listening to me, that you are also translating to me that what am I saying. Right now I said, okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about tense. Then you have to translate. Okay, so Niketan is saying, चलिए tense के बारे में बात करते हैं. So it is oral translation. Multimedia translation, you must have seen in your mobile phone, all the options, all the applications are in English. Sometimes some commands, some options we don't understand, then we research in Hindi meaning, then we move further. Yes. Right now also there are these many settings are left in your mobile phone or in my phone, or I will say in our phone. We have not touched them. I'm not saying there are very heavy sentences. There even their options are this much difficult words. We even don't know meaning of those words. Just once we click there, mobile phone will stop working. Then we'll go to the shopkeeper. Then shopkeeper will tell us, "Bhaiya, don't use this option. Don't do that. Don't do that." So it's all about that multimedia translations for the various purposes we use it. Least but not last, which is all about translation process. It involves analyzing source text, transferring meaning, and producing target text. Now let's start talking about literal versus idiomatic translations. So there are types of translation. Literal translations. Literal translation is the translations where we have to translate word to word translation. That mentions the structure of the source language. यानी कि यहाँ आप क्या करेंगे, एक एक शब्द का आपको हिंदी में मतलब निकालना है. ऑफ का आपको का निकालना है, से निकालना है, ऑफ को आपने को बता दिया. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड योर लिटरल ट्रांसलेशन. नेक्स्ट इज idiomatic translation. That is all about convey the meaning using natural expressions in the target language. So whichever language you are trying to learn, right now we can talk about English only, where you find the natural meaning, simple meaning of that word tense, and you start making connection. Let's say there is a sentence, that sentence is, today weather is very charming, because after raining I found rainbow, cool weather and all. So it means I still don't know the meaning of charming, but I can still tell the meaning of that tense. But the real meaning of Hindi charming is suhavna. So it's all about idiomatic translations where you convey the message of natural expressions. Least but not last, which is all about balancing approaches. Skilled translators blend literal and idiomatic techniques for optimal results. So it's all about that we are using idiomatic techniques here also whenever we require for the result. Otherwise, the people who are good in translation, they understand on the spot. So we call it balancing approaches. Yes. Now let's understand what challenges we face while translation. Are you sleeping? Are you there, everyone? Are you there? Are you there? Please say something. Yes, no, no, yes. Okay. Then let's see what are the challenges which you face while translation. First one is linguistic differences, variation in grammar, syntax, and vocabulary between source and target language. Let's say there is my friend and her name is Sanya Sharma and she is very good in English speaking and I am in learning mode. So whenever I talk to her, I'm really sorry I'm unable to understand because the meaning is same that she used very good grammar, she used very good sentences and she used advanced vocab. So first difference, first challenge for me as a learner, which is your linguistic differences. Next is cultural differences. People use idioms, metaphors, cultural concepts that do not translate literally. Let's say sometime you must have seen that people give examples of Mahabharata, yes, Sri Ramcharitmanas or some other things. So this is that there is no guarantee that we will translate literally completely in the same words because one word has multiple meanings in Hindi also in English also. Time and resources constraints, balancing accuracy, fluency, and efficiency which project deadlines. That is truth when we talk about that working people so that take your 10 minutes already from the sessions and later on then how we can say that we will be facing problem. We definitely face problem because we are unable to balance that accuracy, fluency of ourself and maybe later on we will ask Rizwan or no, not Rizwan. I don't know how I took Rizwan name here. So later on we need to understand here that the deadline will create problem if we are not following the things. So for balancing the things, you need to see that some people face that challenge which is for time and resource constraints. Yes. Some people also found that person fluency is very heavy. Hmm. If I say, let's say that there are many people right now, Badal is the person, he speaks very nicely and I am basic level speakers, he's advanced level speakers. So I will be unable to understand him, then how can I translate him? One speaker is speaking like this. Once upon a time, there was a cow. Cow name was Dhanvantri. Dhanvantri was very good cow. Everybody can easily translate it. But on the other hand, if a speaker is speaking in very flow without taking pause and all, and you are thinking that speaker will not take any pause, such as let's say that once upon a time there was a king and he was finding a queen for him. In a night, one girl came by sitting in kind of one plane and that girl was very very beautiful, she was shining and all, in while hurrying by hurry she was going back because 12 o'clock the girl will become again poor and the girl name was Cinderella and the queen king was finding in the next day every girl came to check the size of her shoes to becoming queen of that king because king has not seen the face of that girl. If I speak like this, maybe everybody will be not easily able to translate it. So these three are barriers or I would say challenges in translations. Now what we can do, what are the grammatical difference also? As we are talking about challenges, we face some challenges in grammars as well. One of them is parts of speech. It help us that not help us, basically we face the problem in noun cases, verb tenses and other grammatical categories. Sentence structure, you face problems in word order, clauses, arrangement between languages. Some people use wrong sentences, so we face problem also to translate it. Restructuring sentence to convey the same meaning while adhering to the target language grammar. It's all about handling grammatical shift. Yes, so you must have seen that even if you use the different, if you are using while speaking or while writing wrong use of article, adjective, it can change completely meaning of your sentence. So that we need to understand these are the grammatical differences where we have to work anyhow. Whatever is mentioned here, parts of a speech, sentence structure, head, and handling grammatical skills, it means you really need to work on these things, grammatical shifts. What we can do for translating idioms and metaphors: identify idioms, recognize non-literal expression in the source of language. So whenever idiom is written there, let's say that cracking UPSC exam is not a piece of cake. So apart, before piece of cake, after piece of cake, we need to read the sentence. How can we find the meaning of this sentence? So that can help you to find non-literal expressions and you can find meaning of that. Research equivalents. Find matching idiomatic expressions to the target language. So always try to find and match some kind of idiomatic expressions which can help you to speak, adapt creatively, convey the same meaning using natural phrasing in the target language. So wherever you are trying to speak, that's your responsibility that you are going to convey the same message by using natural phrases or maybe the different vocab, but it should be in same target language. Consult references, utilize dictionaries and other resources to add in the translations. So if you are sitting with dictionary with you, then you should use that always. That can help you to find the meaning of the word. Or if not, then definitely we have Oxford University on Google. Apart from that, there are many university who are providing dictionary, Oxford dictionary, like Oxford dictionary. You can just download them, or if you don't want to download, these are available on Google also. You can research the further meaning for it. Next is translating cultural references. These three more points are there, then after that we are free. Identify cultural cues, recognize culturally specific references in the source of text. So sometime it also happen, let's say if you ask me to go and read any book which is from different religion and there is a story of the different religion, then I am 100% sure I will face some problem to solve it because of their cultural that new words which even I don't know. First, I need to find the meaning, or second, maybe I need to wait to talk to somebody. Somebody speak, then I can hang it. Otherwise, I will say leave it. Keep back in the box. We will not hang this here because that stand requires many of that item. So how can I definitely explain it? Yes. So that particular that culture has their own specific words which everybody does not know. Research target culture, understand the corresponding concept and context in the target language. Everybody has the target that I will be learning this language from that side. So you all can target your especially culture. Then I will be focusing more books about that. Let's say I one time I found my one of the student was reading in that lunch time Srimad Bhagavad Gita in English. Sorry. So my one of the student has that he was reading the Srimad Bhagavad Gita in Hindi, and then he was having English one also. I found that English one, and I asked him, if you allow, can I take for 5 minutes for reading? I read 2 pages, and you would not believe that the word which we use in Sanskrit and all, though most of the words of Sanskrit there, but that meaning was given in English also. I felt so happy that okay, after reading that, I got to know the meaning of this. Communicate effectively, convey the meaning using clear, natural expressions in the target language. So, whenever you are going to speak it, it's your responsibility to speak clear, natural, and show your all the expressions, whichever language you want to learn. We are talking about here English, so we can talk about English. If there are different language, you can ask Nani to hear the different languages. So, that can help you to get the more clarity, especially giving natural expressions in the target language. Next is conclusion and question answer round. So today's class has covered the key rules strategy. One, where we have talked about translation between Hindi and English. Remember, successful translation requires a combination of linguistic knowledge, cultural awareness and adaptability. I welcome any questions you may have. So अगर आप चाह रहे हैं कि हम अच्छे से ट्रांसलेट कर पाए, हम एरर्स कम कर पाए, yes. So like I would not say that we can become a good in translation, because if you want to be a good translator, then definitely you require a good combination of linguistic knowledge. ज्यादा कुछ नहीं तो आपको सभी टेंसेस की, सेंटेंसेस की, एक्टिव पैसिव की तो आपको नॉलेज होनी चाहिए, एडजेक्टिव की, आर्टिकल्स, पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच की. Then you can easily get command on this knowledge, otherwise you will be keep suffering. Yes. So this class is from my side, today's class. If you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we can call it the day here. Please ask your questions if you have any questions. सर इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग सीखने के लिए ग्रामर आना जरूरी है, प्लीज रिप्लाई. यादव ब्रांड, I would not say, but yeah, without grammar how will you learn? Tenses and all, everything depends on grammar. Without learning them, how will you speak about English? Okay, sir. Okay, Yadav. Okay, Usha. Okay, Gungun. If you have any question, please ask everyone. Do you have any question? Please ask. I'm keeping phone in hand to reply and see your chats. No question? Can we say bye-bye then? Okay. Apart from that, also everyone, if you want to learn anything or you want any, I should share more new words, phrases, idioms, you can ask me. I can try to make some more videos. Yes. And if you really like these classes are helping me, then you can also share these the channel link and this video with others. At least share this channel on your status for one day and ask people to be connected with me. Then that will definitely give you me little motivation if you do that. Yeah, let's call it the day then. Thanks for joining. Good night, everyone. Let's meet tomorrow on time.